Sanderson starting for us tonight. What did we do at Indiana?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
what prompted that change back to?
Just that we were trying to get some points on the board and get ourselves out of that first quarter doldrums.
That works too. Let's talk about Kemba Walker and just how his play has been this season.
Well, first off, statistically, he's dramatically up in everything. He leads us in any category that we can even invent. So we're getting high-level play from him night in and night out. And also is we have our own deflection chart defensively, and he leads us in charges, hands-on balls, the whole deal. So he's just been we can't get much more out of him night in and night out. It's those other guys like Gilchrist continuing to, you know, as a freshman in this league, improving, and then also Jeff Taylor and you know, getting some of our young guys to come with Kemba.
What's the biggest challenge to keep your team encouraged when you're going through just a tough stretch like this?
Well, I think it's our preparation, number one, and is the staff, our body language, how we handle when we go through our droughts and stuff like that, is that our talk is positive. We prompt to what we need to do, but there's no place for pouting in this journey that we have with all the young guys and the blueprint that we're putting together. Obviously, we're trying to do it through the draft, maybe some trades here and there, but basically the old-fashioned way, building it from the ground up.
One of the things Doc Rivers talked about earlier this week was just in his conversation with other coaches, they said when you play Charlotte, they're going to play hard. They're not going to just roll over anything like that. Talk about developing that kind of mindset for a fairly young team.
Well, that means that I owe Doc some money for saying that. So those other coaches can wait on it. I'll give the money to Doc. But I think that it starts and finishes with that habit. We're trying to obviously change a standard here. Last year, when they got down, they would give way by 20, 25, 30. And so our whole thing is that in this league, if you play hard, you create that habit. It's the doorway not only to, you know, when the draft picks come in and you do draft, but also as guys that come here, we're looking for guys that really are kind of roughnecks that play hard, play a physical game. Example given, we played Miami at our place, and there was an unfortunate event, and the wrap-up of that is that Eric said that, you know, we played a physical brand of ball, so I owe him some money too. So just getting them to play and appreciate a possession-by-possession game and not giving way defensively and doing a good job on the defensive boards and the 50-50 balls, getting on the ground. Also, the Charlotte fans like that kind of play.
How much is that a compliment to you and your team that not only are you seeing that in your team, but coaches around the league are seeing that as well?
Well, it's good because their words are more powerful than mine. I can say it 100 times, but as we all know, that when it comes from competitors, then it means something. And, you know, as somewhere along the line, we're able to steal games here and there as we go through this. And I think our guys have known we're not getting up on anybody by huge margins. A couple times we have, but it's been win by one, lose by two, and then we have games where we're flat physically, but we're on the margin. And also the other thing is that we've had a lot of guys injured through this journey, and a lot of clubs do too. And so what we're trying to tell our guys is next man up. Come on, guys. And so I think that through that, as witnessed by we don't play well at Toronto, we're flat, and then we come back and we're sturdy as all get out against Indiana. So it's just constantly keep teaching through the difficulties. Great question. He brings a Reggie Evans type to our group. He's physical, he's got energy, and he gets his nose in on everything. He takes no prisoners kind of a player. I think Boston, their culture's like that. I think that they've got guys like Sullinger. They go and get those guys year in, year out. San Antonio gets long wings that can shoot. You know, everybody has their little trademark. But what we try to do when we look at a team like Boston is we say, okay, what is Garnett providing? You know, let me give you an example. We were in Toronto, and I said, hey, you know, how long you been here, to one of the guys that was attending to us from Toronto, and he said 5 years. And I said, tell me a story. And he said, well, one time Boston came up here and lost, and Garnett chucked a table in the locker room post-game. It could have been even at Rondo, but they had a little bit of a dust-up, and that's kind of what we're trying to promote with the Jeff Adrian. He has a personality to him that he's just a lunch pail guy. He comes in, he's straight down Main Street, and he does a lot of dirty work for you.
How has Ben helped, a guy that has a track record of scoring lights out in clutch situations, developing, especially Kemba's scoring ability?
Last 5 games, he's over 20 a game now, and so that punch off the bench. And the other thing is he's really good in the locker room with the young guys. He takes to them, he lessons learned, so he's helping doing some of that.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.